welcome into the podcast. Today we are going to do a quick video and discuss the market conditions in the Reno-Sparks area for May 2023. So we have a special guest, comes in every month, talks about the market with us. Brian Cushing.
What's up, Ken?
How you doing?
Happy to be back.
From Essex Mortgage. How are things going? You seeing a pickup here with the nicer weather?
There's people interested in buying houses. Doesn't mean they're buying more houses. That's what we're here to talk about, right? It doesn't look like there's many of them, but I'm seeing a lot more open houses and a lot more interest in financing. I think people are always going to be curious, and it's just making the step from seeing the house to going and having that loan conversation if you can't pay cash.
The good news is the weather's better. So we've seen some nice weather. It's been really good for youth sports. Got out of my parka last week wearing shorts. It's kind of nice to coach when it's a little warmer. So let's jump right in. So to be clear, what we're looking at today are resale homes, Reno-Sparks area for basically Washington County. And just keep in mind that these don't really necessarily include new home sales. This is more resale homes. So let's hop in. We're going to first talk about the median home price. The median home price is holding strong at $535,000. It's up around 3% month over month, but still down, interestingly, about 7% year over year. So any comments on median home price?
Well, I mean, this is from April, so I think in about 3 months' time, it'll be a different conversation because the pricing, everything just changed this time a year ago. Starting in May, June, that's when the slowdown started. So I think these year-over-year numbers are going to be more fun to talk about in a few months.
Right, and they are going to change, and I fully suspect that this number will inch up. But it's holding steady because, as we'll talk about in a second, inventory is still pretty tight here locally. So
yeah.
What about closed sales?
413 closed sales. So that's down 7% from last month. So more activity in March than in April. That's kind of a shock.
Yeah.
But that's the problem with the inventory is like if there's nothing coming on the market to purchase, then it's going to be hard to get more sales.
And it's down, just an important note, 25% from last year.
25.9%.
Yeah, so quite a drop off, less inventory, less houses being sold. So another thing to keep in mind when we're looking at the health of the market or what's going on in the market, median days to contract, it's a very interesting number to look at, but it's down. I mean, we're still seeing houses. So basically what this means is that if a house goes on the market, the median house is taking about 13 days to go into contract. Down, so it's come down quite a bit. We were sitting over 30% earlier this year, obviously with the bad weather, but we're down 30% month over month and down 108%.
Yeah, we were like 30 days. It was getting over 30 days a couple months ago, and now it's down to 13 days. 108% increase from last year. So I guess last year was only like 3 days,
right?
6 days, something like that.
So we're going to skip list price. We're going to talk about median home price.
Yeah, well, medium sold per square foot. $297 a square foot is up 3.1% from last month. That is 9.5% lower than last year. So I think as a barometer, I actually like that one better than median sales price because it's it's just price per square foot across the half the homes are higher, half the homes are lower across the whole market. So I think that's a little bit more reflective of where things are pricing wise. Even though it's not a fair way to gauge an individual house on the whole market, it's a pretty good number.
So I like this a lot because it's a very simple calculation. You take, if you're just in the market and you're kind of just like want to kind of figure out if they're in the ballpark.
Which way the wind blowing?
You can just take $300 a square foot times the square footage, and that will give you an idea if, wow, this house is overpriced or if it's in the ballpark. Now, obviously, if you go up to, Arrow Creek or any Somerset location, right? That is going to be higher. But if you're in the median home price around $500,000, it's just a quick check that you can do as an individual to check to see if they're in the ballpark. So, listings, new listings. So in April, we're up to over 500, so 505 new listings, which is up as you expect. We're expecting more and more as we come into the hot season. About 9% month over month, but down almost 40% year over year. So
It was a whole lot more. So homes going up for sale.
So what I think is going on, in my opinion, is a lot of people refinanced. Do you have any idea how many people refinanced locally? Reno-Sparks, Washington County?
I heard some national numbers that there was there's some. I mean, in the number of loans that have been refinanced, there's like something like $3 trillion worth of loans that have an interest rate below 3%.
Okay, so
Across the whole United States, so they are very unmotivated to let that house go.
right, if you have an interest rate at 3%, and you did that a year ago, and you're looking at what is the going rate for a 30-year fixed if you have 20% down?
It's 6 to 6.5% depending on your credit score.
So a double.
Yes.
So it's just hard to give up a home. People are going to stay put.
I'm not giving up my home. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah, not 3%.
No,
And
no
most
way.
people are 3 to 4%. So until those mortgages kind of go, or people have to move, we're not going to see. So new listings are down, making it very tough for people to.
Well, that holds the price steady, right?
Yep.
I mean, that's where the median price is being steady.
The lack of inventory is holding the price above 500.
So let's be real. If there was the same number of listings in April of 2023 as there was in April of 2022, we don't have enough buyers to qualify at the current interest rates, and that's actually where the slowdown started last spring. Is when the interest rates were creeping up. They kept creeping up, and they just kept going from 4 to 5 to 6. They hit 7% last fall. So.
Yeah. So that's what the slowdown is. Yeah. So what about active inventory?
667 active, so I mean that needs to be twice that. That's actually interestingly down 4.5% year over year. It was down 0.6%, so basically the same as a prior month. But last year, less active inventory than this time last year. Last year there was more houses coming on the market faster, and they were selling faster, so there's still just really low inventory. So it's hard to find the one.
Yeah, and we have a lot of clients that want to downsize, but the challenge right now is, okay, I'm going to sell my house. Where am I going to move? And the pickings are still slim, but I hope with new weather, it does. So active inventory, or months of supply inventory, which is simply you take active inventory minus new listings divided by sold, 1.6 months. So if we didn't get any more new listings, we'd be out of inventory. So that's a very tight number.
I don't like that idea.
Out of job. So up almost 30% year over year, and down, or actually up 7%. So it is creeping up, but we'd love to see that number in a balanced market, 4 to 6 months of inventory. So to keep in mind.
Yeah, you got to want to sell your house. That's for sure. Motivation is the key. So.
Yep, and then be ready to kind of sift through what's out there. So any last thoughts on what's going on in the market?
Yeah,
predictions.
I mean, if interest rates stay up, we're going to be in the same market conditions for some time. So,
yeah. So
the Federal Reserve says they're going to keep the interest rates up. We'll see if they're going to hold true to that. Supposedly, the Wall Street bets are that by the end of the year they could start lowering the rates if they spur a big recession within the U.S. economy. But right now, according to
the market's still strong for jobs.
That's exactly what I'm going to say. Yeah, employment is really doing great still. So. That's great. People are employed. They just can't find a house.
Right. And then my last prediction or thought is, if you're a seller, it's a great time to sell. And
you have the command.
And if you do some things that we've always talked about, you can check out all of our videos and get your house ready, you are going to get still top dollar in this market. So keep that in mind. If you like our videos, want to leave comments, give us the thumbs up. The views are off the charts. They're really starting to make an impact. And if you have any comments or want to send us a direct message, let us know. What's your number, Ryan?
My number is 775-453-0345. You can text me, call me. Love to just have a conversation about mortgages.
And if you subscribe, we have a video that we're going to do after this one talking about recasting. So we have a lot of people, the challenge is you sell your house or want to sell your house and you have some money you want to put down, then sell. And there's an option out there that allows you to recast. But you have to stick around or subscribe to our videos to find out what that is. So, guys, enjoy this nice weather. Put sunscreen on, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks.